Activity 2.23, page 47, Form 5 Chemistry Practical Textbook. Now I'm going to expand on this activity. Fill in the molecular and structural formulae of the first 4 straight chain carboxylic acids. Name the carboxylic acids that you have drawn. Now the first member, the number of carbon atoms, 0. So therefore the molecular formula, when you substitute 0, becomes HCOOH. I will draw the structural formula later. So the name of the corresponding alkane with 1 carbon is methane. Therefore the name of the carboxylic acid is methanoic acid. Now the second member will have the value n equals to 1 and so on. Now I am going to consider the fifth member. The fifth member will have 4 carbon atoms. So the molecular formula will be C4H9COOH. I will draw the structural formula later. The name of the corresponding alkane with 5 carbon atoms is pentane. Therefore, the name of the carboxylic acid, pentanoic acid. Now, I am going to draw the isomers for this particular member. Now, first we draw the carbon chain containing the functional group COOH. Now, this functional group is called the carboxyl group. So, don't separate these atoms in this group. So these are the carbon chains containing the functional group COOH, which can also be drawn this way. Now next, put in the single bonds followed by the hydrogen atoms. Now this is the structural formula for the 4 isomers. So let's name them now. Now this is the functional group. So taking the carbon in the functional group as carbon number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The name for this isomer is pentanoic acid. Now for this isomer, we should take the carbon chain, the longest carbon chain containing the functional group. Okay, which is this, or this. So there are 4 carbon atoms in the longest carbon chain containing the functional group. So the name for this root is butanoic acid. Now this group of atoms is the methyl group attached to the 3rd carbon in the root. Therefore the name of this isomer is 3-methyl butanoic acid. For this one, the name will be 2-methyl butanoic acid. Now for this, longest carbon chain containing the functional group, so the root name is propanoic acid. There are 2 methyl groups attached to the 2nd carbon. So we use the prefix dimethyl to represent the 2-methyl group attached to the 2nd carbon in the root. 2, 2. So the name for this isomer is 2, 2 dimethyl propanoic acid.